Rashan and
Toya
Travel, and we just want to give you guys a 2018 recap as we go into 2019. As we've been traveling Southeast Asia, as many of you know, I want to thank you guys, man, for all my loyal subscribers to our channel. You guys have been wonderful. You got us past 100 subscribers in 2018. I think we're up to 306 subscribers now, man. So we're growing. We're a small YouTube channel, but we've been traveling in Southeast Asia for 7 months. We've been going from the United States for 7 whole months. We never even imagined that we'd be able to get this far doing it. But we've been to what? Thailand. We've been to Vietnam. We've also been to Malaysia, which we're in right now, and we've been to Bali, Indonesia, and now we're back here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia right now, and we'll be heading to Singapore very soon. But
just want to say thank you to all our. Let's go and tell who you want to give thanks to.
Man, I want to give a thanks to my father, my mother, my sister. Some close friends, man, that I call my brothers, man, which is Cam and Danny, Thomas, Rob, a lot of my bros out there, man, who've been in full-fledged support of our travels. I love y'all, man. I love y'all.
Yeah, and I want to say thank you to my family, my mom, my auntie, my granny. I have friends, Tanisha, Fadeaway, Benny, Rodney, Ty, Bridget, Anita. Those are my family members, by the way. Sorry, guys. But thank you, man. We love y'all. Just keep looking at our channel. Support. That's what we need. Give us likes. Make sure right now, as you're looking at this, hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed, hit subscribe, because that helps our channel continue to grow.
Yep. Make sure y'all share it. Just like she said, but we're gonna take it in the inside, man, because this Malaysia heat is killing us right now.
Yeah, if you can't tell how Rashan sounds, it's raining.
So come on inside with us real quick. Okay. So we want to talk with you guys about some of the costs that we experienced since we've been traveling in Southeast Asia. We started off first with Thailand. Go ahead, go do your thing. Go do your thing so mom can talk to the people. Yeah. High five. Yeah. Thailand was the first. This was all Toya's doing. Starting off with Thailand first. I didn't originally want to go to Thailand, but it grew on me after every day coming home. She's showing me videos on YouTube.
So where did you want to go?
Remember, I wanted to go to the Philippines or Jamaica first, but I'm happy I went to Thailand first because Thailand gave me a real authentic Southeast Asian experience to start off with, to build from. But as far as what it costs to get there, we use Vyama.com.
Yeah, we use Vyama.com. I went to TripAdvisor, but they sent me over to Vyama. So the tickets were $530, and then with all the fees and stuff added on there, it all came up to $2,500. That was for 4 tickets. So that wasn't that bad to come from America all the way to Thailand.
All the way to Thailand. That was 4 people. That was me, her, Kian, and Ameena. That's luggage. That was everything that you could possibly think of that a whole family needed to get from Georgia to Thailand.
On a 24-hour flight.
Oh my God.
And they fed us on the flight. So.
And we flew Qatar. Is it Qatar? Qatar. We flew Qatar, and Qatar, the seating is tight. And when I say tight, I mean tight.
This is a big, massive plane, but yeah, like you said, the seating was tight. So Keon did not sit comfortably. Rashan, he's losing weight now, but on the way here, he was just a little bit, bigger. So the seats
wouldn't matter if you was Keon skinny too.
Yeah, that's why I said Keon tight, and then your size. The seats weren't that comfortable, and then I had Ameena in my arm, so I wasn't that comfortable. So,
excruciating.
But the food was good,
Yeah.
and they give you a TV in the back of each headrest.
Yeah.
So we gotta look at good movies.
Yeah, I'll give it that. Good entertainment, good staff, good food. Takeoff and landing was very smooth. And the transition to our next flight when we got to Doha. Is it Doha, Qatar? We got to Doha, Qatar. We had a layover in Doha, Qatar for what? Maybe what was it, an hour or two?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Oh my gosh, it was so expensive at that airport. Man, Rashan bought a Snapple. The Snapple was what, $6?
$6 for a Snapple, and I wanted it was like a pastry or something, man. And that everything total came up to like $8 for a Snapple and a pastry.
Yes, a regular Snapple that you go and get at the store for $1.29 in America.
But when we finally got to Thailand, Toya helped make the arrangements for our accommodations, which was the Pantsuit Urban Condo. And
no, you missed the Journey Hotel. Rashan picked the Journey Hotel. That was a very nice hotel.
That's right, man. We started off with the Journey Hotel. That's right.
Yeah.
And that took me over the top because we just got done coming off a 24-hour flight, and then boom, here we were in this apartment that was a 2-bedroom, a 2-bath, had a balcony, amazing views from the window, and also the staff was very kind and very helpful.
It had a closed kitchen, but it was no stove.
No stove.
But if we could do that all over again, I wish that apartment could have followed us everywhere.
Yeah.
We just needed a kitchen.
That's it. But if we would have got a hot plate, like a 2-burner hot plate, we wouldn't have had a stove, but that's something that I learned how to do since we've been traveling, is use those burners.
Yeah. That was the only thing that's in the apartment.
How much was that for 1 month? I think that was too expensive for 1 month.
I don't know how much it was for 1 month.
But we did it for a week.
Yeah, for a week, I think that was like almost $300, $300 or $400.
Yeah. And so one thing that Toya is very adamant about is when you come to Thailand, do not spend nothing but 2 days in Thailand and Bangkok, Thailand, and get your hiney on out of there, because that's where you're gonna waste the majority of your money at.
Yeah,
in Bangkok.
That's like living in America still.
Yeah.
The whole point was to get away from American prices.
Yes.
And to make our money stretch. So Bangkok is like New York on steroids. If you know how much New York is, that's Bangkok, okay?
Yes.
And then the traffic moves faster, I hear. I've never been to New York, but I hear everything.
Yeah.
Bangkok
It's very similar, but the people are more kind in Thailand than they are in New York. We just gonna be honest about that right there. After we left Bangkok, we went up to Chiang Mai, Thailand. That's north. Bangkok is like mid-south. It's not deep south of Thailand. And we went up north so we could avoid the monsoon season. That was all Toya's doing. She did her research. She did all her demographics and was like, all right, man, we need to head up north after we get there for a few weeks or a couple of weeks, because the monsoon season will come. And when she did that, man, we still got to experience a beautiful part of Thailand in Chiang Mai where a lot of black expats live. Not too many families, matter of fact, no black families in Chiang Mai but us.
Yeah.
We spent 2 months in Chiang Mai, Thailand.
Yeah, when we got up north in Chiang Mai, we hooked up with this group on Facebook called the Black Packers. So we would go and eat dinner with them and exchange, it's an exchange of the minds.
Yeah.
They would tell you their business ideas, you
Yep.
exchange your business ideas, what all you do or whatnot.
But we had a very good first meeting with them at a coffee shop. And that's where we met. I think it was like over 10 of them. We met right there in that coffee shop, and it was a good experience. But when we purchased our apartment for the month at Pansup Urban Condo, that's when we got the Pansup Urban Condo when we went in Chiang Mai. And that's what Toya chose. She chose Pansup Urban Condo. And I really liked it there, man. What was it per month? I think it was like $328, something like that per month. $328 per month, and that's in USD. And just imagine if you can come somewhere outside of the country. What's wrong? You bring outside? Okay, that'll take you outside soon. All right.
Before we had got to the Pansup, we were at we went to the B2 Black Hotel. So we experienced two hotels in Bangkok and then two places in Chiang Mai. B2 Black was very nice also.
It was.
The other hotel that we was in Bangkok, it's not really even much to mention. So but
the staff was kind of.
Yeah, the staff was good, but Keon was balling on this triple pay.
Oh yeah.
At that second hotel, he got his own room. Then at the B2 Black, Rashan was being so nice and gave him a room.
Again, gave us a room. That's right, that's my man, yo. Say he gotta stretch his corns out, man. You know what I'm saying? Got tall, long, sleepy days, man. He can't be in there cramping us up, man.
But at the Pansup Hotel, unfortunately, he could not get his own room. And he had to sleep on a sofa bed.
Yeah, he
which
did.
was not really a sofa bed.
I know.
The cushion just flopped out on his floor.
But I did help you up until that point, man. I did make sure you was living cozy up until that point. But Keon was gonna be heading back to the States. So that's why we chose that option also, because we knew once he left, we didn't want to be paying extra for another room that we weren't gonna occupy. Ameena wasn't even walking yet, but she did learn how to walk in Chiang Mai, Thailand, in Pansup Urban Condo.
Yeah. Now what we should have done before we, right when we got to Chiang Mai, was immediately go see how much it was to rent a motorbike. Because we spent unnecessary money getting taxis and tuk-tuks and stuff. And then they try and get over on you just because you're a foreigner. So they're trying to charge you more. The fares of the taxi cabs go up more. When if you just go and get a motorbike, we have done previous videos.
Yeah, baby, we finna be out. That's ours.
To the market.
That's ours right there. Got the alarm on it. No fear. Daddy about to drive, baby girl, right here. This I get around, y'all. Right here. Just got it for 1 month. Only cost me $200 and what? $274. You got your deposit back after you were done with your rental with the motorbike, and that just made it so much more lucrative for us. We got to see a lot. We went to the floral garden. We actually took a taxi to do this, and we paid 2,000 baht with our taxi driver to get us out to the floating market. But I forgot to tell you guys, when we were in Bangkok, Thailand, we did do some elephant back riding.
Yeah,
we did have fun doing some elephant back riding. That's when we did the floating market, was in Bangkok, Thailand. And once we got to that part where you paid, this is where it got a little hasty for us because
because we had to pay the cab driver a whole lot of money to get us there.
Yeah.
It was a 2.5-hour ride. Then once we got there, we had to spend $75 each.
Yep.
For me, Keon, and Rashan to get inside of the floating market. And we didn't know that.
Yeah, we didn't know. We thought the 2,000 baht that we were paying you, our taxi driver, was gonna cover the floating market. Then when we got there, all of a sudden we had to kick all this extra USD out, man, to actually enjoy the floating market. So we went ahead and do it because you only live once.
And remind you, we took a 2.5-hour ride. We didn't ride out there just to drink coconuts.
I know, right? But we enjoyed it, man. And on that whole journey through the Florida market, man, they get you to a point where you go onto the elephant park and you get to ride elephants. We got to see a huge temple, and then they bring you back to the entrance area, and then your taxi cab driver takes you back to wherever your homestay is, a hostel or hotel. But we enjoyed that in Bangkok, Thailand before we went up to Chiang Mai.
Yeah. And then when we went up there, they had like a lot of markets to go and eat at. One of our expenses was purchasing diapers. I know some people, if you want to travel out here as a family, want to know how much the diapers are. The diapers, we were getting double XL diapers, and we went to the Tescalotus in Chiang Mai, and that was 399 baht. 399 baht is $12, roughly $12.50 to be exact.
But not too many came in a pack, and that's what made it, you know, real not a good situation for us. Keep purchasing Pampers. We wish we would have had some of these washable panties. You know, the little washable panties. We wish we'd have had those before we left, but every time we had to purchase diapers, man, we had to purchase at least like 2 packs of diapers in order to make it last, because how many came in a pack? I think only like 28 to 32 came in a pack. But overall, Tescalotus was our go-to. It's almost like going to Walmart. It was like the Walmart of Thailand.
Yeah, they sell food. Man, they had like some like little, like a slick like little carnival on the inside. One day we was in there just chilling. That was pretty cool. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They had a night market that went on there. This is where we actually had our fried sandwiches at the Tescalotus night market. Oh my God, if you never had a fried sandwich before, okay, they'll be outside soon. Daddy take you outside soon, okay? All right. She wanna go outside and play with her new friends.
Yeah. And then after Thailand, we went to Vietnam.
Yeah, Vietnam, man, was one of the most lucrative places that we've been to as far as stretching our USD.
Yeah.
And just right off jump, we did another. This was our first Airbnb, which was in Vietnam, in Hanoi, Vietnam.
No, we didn't. They're on Airbnb, but we didn't find them on Airbnb.
Oh yeah,
I
that's
found
right.
them on Facebook.
That's right.
Now we went to Hanoi. Hanoi is the capital of Vietnam, but when you land there, you will feel every piece of the war that the United States did on Vietnam. You're like, oh my gosh, they're still rebuilding.
Yeah, they had a lot of houses and buildings that was like still like crumbled into rubble, and you know, it started off as not being as beautiful as we thought it would be. So like,
what was your first thought when we got to move?
I was mad at Toya. I was like, man, the fuck you got me over here in Vietnam, man. I was like, I don't want to be in no Vietnam, man. And I ended up loving Vietnam. I ended up loving the people. I ended up loving all the experiences in Vietnam. And like I said, man, it was like one of the most lucrative places to stretch your USD.
Well, we got to the house, what did you think? As we was going
Okay, so look, oh my God, man, we pulled up. First of all, we fell asleep on the ride because it was pretty far from the airport. And so we fell asleep on the ride. So when I woke up, he was just maybe like a kilometer away from the homestead. And so he made a phone call to our host, and the host was telling him that he needed to pull into this gate area. And so we were like on a narrow road, and the narrow road just like, it was nighttime, and it just looked dirty and dingy, and like I was like, what the hell? And where the hell are we right now, man? And so he pulled into the gate, man, and when he pulled in, man, I was just like, ew, yo. I was like, yo, I can't even believe we about to have to stay here, man.
I was scared. I felt like we was in the ghetto.
Hey man, so the host come out, man, and she has two other friends with her that helps her host.
Ameena. No.
Give me mommy phone. Give me mommy phone. Thank you. You throw it off the daggone balcony. And so like they help us get our bags and stuff like that. And so we start making our way into the home. This is where it gets funny. From the outside, you like, ugh. Soon as you step inside of the home,
it was beautiful.
Beautiful. Beautiful home. Just unbelievably beautiful, man. And we didn't expect it to be that beautiful looking from the outside, but it was, man. And this is where we, you know, made a connection in Vietnam with Huang, Snow, Susu. We also made a connection with our Vietnam grandma. She had a grocery market that we would walk to every other day.
And Auntie. We had 16 roommates. But yo, the very next day that we woke up, like, my eyes opened up to another
world, man.
Yeah, like, is this the same place that I got dropped off at? Like, the next day was beautiful.
Beautiful.
We went to the market the next day. Oh my gosh, the market is like a whole long street full of food. I love the markets in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Like, from then on, we enjoyed ourselves, okay?
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. We rented a motorbike there twice, and the motorbike experience there was out of this world.
The motorbikes are raggedy. And the traffic there is raggedy. So that's why, that explains why the bike was raggedy.
There's thousands of motorbikes on the road in Vietnam, and this is the first place where we actually got into a motorbike accident. We didn't cause it, somebody else rear-ended us because Toya was working at GPS, and we had to get our GPS started before we left the home, and then it would continue helping us get to where we needed to go while we left the home away from our Wi-Fi. So it started pointing all these different directions to go and started pointing us towards this bridge that we weren't supposed to go over with the motorbike. So I'm trying to stop. Like, which way we supposed to go? Toya like, I don't know. So we stopped. As soon as we stopped, this lady right in the back of us, man. We like, oh, we didn't even know what was going on. And she jumped off and she was saying sorry and, you know, apologizing and everything, man. And the motorbike still was fine. Everything was fine. Her bike was fine, man. And then we ended up continuing from there. I had to do like some crazy U-turn and get us up out of there. But our first motorbike experience in Vietnam was not good. It was scary as hell. We really enjoyed going to Hao Kim Lake. Hao Kim Lake is a common place in Vietnam where a lot of people go on Friday and Saturday, and like all the locals come out, man, and have fun. What's up?
How much were the diapers there?
Oh, the diapers. The diapers in Vietnam, man, were 250,000 dong, but that was for a pack of 56 diapers, double XL diapers, and 250,000 dong, I think is equivalent to like somewhere between 12 and 14 USD. So
I think it might be cheaper than that.
Cheaper? No, because 1 USD is equivalent to 23,000 dong. So 200,000 dong, that's already $12. So I say 12, between 12 and 14 USD. But
there was a lot of diapers in the pack.
I think that was the best deal we got on diapers, which was in Vietnam.
Yeah. Then after we left Hanoi, we caught a bus, the sleeper bus, down to Damnoen. Damnoen was nice too. Now our house that we lived in there was banging.
Yeah, that's where we stayed with two Duck Nam and Victor and Ken. Yeah, and
oh, and they had an oven.
Oh yeah.
Do not have an oven. Uh-oh, we're scared.
You hurt your fingers? What's wrong? Give me kiss.
They were a couple that had just got married, so their friends had bought them an oven for their wedding gift.
Yeah.
Because the wife, she loved to bake.
Yeah, she love to bake, man. She can bake, man. She can bake a little honey, yo. And it had a stovetop, a glass stovetop burner in there, and the name Vietnam, the city life and the beach life all in one.
It is beautiful.
When we rented a motorbike there, I mean, you just ride in the wind. It's palm trees. It's sunny. It's just, I really love being in the name Vietnam. If I would recommend to somebody where to go in Vietnam, it would be the name Vietnam. Beautiful place.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Then we rented a motorbike there. The bikes were better, and then we went to Hoi An Beach. Is that
no? It's Mai Kai Beach. That was the first beach we went to. Was Mai Kai Beach.
Yeah, that was the first beach we was talking that we went to.
And then the second beach was An Bang Beach.
An Bang Beach.
That was close to Hoi An.
An Bang Beach had highways.
Yeah.
That was a nice beach. But oh my gosh, that is a touristy area, and because it's touristy, man, they trying to charge you like what, $20 just to sit on a chair?
Nah, that was at Mai Kai. It was we paid $80 for two beach chairs at Mai Kai, and then at An Bang Beach they wanted to charge us $120.
Yeah.
$120 or $140 or something like that.
Isn't that $20?
I think.
Yeah. Yeah, they wanted to.
No. That's not $20. That can't be $20 if the diapers only between 12 USD and 14 USD for 250,000 dong.
Well, they wanted to charge us a lot.
Yeah.
Just to sit at that on a chair, and we like, no, we'll sit in the sand. That's okay.
She liked An Bang Beach better. I like Mai Kai Beach. I like how mellow it was, and plus at Mai Kai Beach, like the water was more clear to me. Plus, you could see the horizon of the mountains and the huge statue, and you could see the city and the cars like right from the beach area in the water, man. So I really enjoyed it. But she liked the way An Bang Beach looked. She liked the amount of people that was there, because at Mai Kai Beach there wasn't a lot of people there at Mai Kai Beach.
Right, it wasn't. But both of the beaches are nice. Don't get me wrong. Vietnam has some very nice beaches. Okay. Then we took a lot of trips back and forth to
Hoi An.
Yeah, to Hoi An. Oh my gosh, they buy me.
Ooh.
So good.
We ate so many banh mi's when we was in Vietnam. If you don't know what a banh mi is, it's like a baguette sandwich, and it has grilled pork in it, and it has cabbage. It has like what is it? Cilantro. It has sometimes they put like a little onion with it, or some cabbage with it, and then they'll give it like a sweet, tangy, spicy type of sauce, a little mayo, and smash it all together. Oh, let me not forget the cucumber too. Smash it all together, man. And some carrots sometimes too. But these banh mi's that we had in Hoi An, she would make her banh mi's with so much meat, so enjoyable, because banh mi's, man, are really cheap. Like, how much are banh mi's? They usually only like
10 baht.
Yeah, they don't. No, that's Thai money, dong.
I mean 10 dong.
Yeah, they usually between 10 and 15 dong.
Yeah.
And so that's not much at all. That's not even $1. I think that's like 69 cents. So
But down there it was 30, and it was so well worth the 30. Okay?
30 dong. I paid 50 dong for my banh mi because I wanted everything with the egg, with the cheese, everything. Man, we kept running back. We did like 2 run backs, man. We did like 2 run backs on the banh mi's, man.
Yeah, the food was good. But I don't recommend, it's a lot of talk about Hoi An. Hoi An is nice, but it's touristy. So
It's touristy too.
It's marked up. I don't recommend you stay there.
Yeah.
Just get your motorbike and just
visit and get back out of there. They call it the City of Lanterns because like there's beautiful colorful lanterns everywhere out throughout Hoi An. And then the buildings and the quarters in there still have the original structure and the roads and the streets and everything. So nothing's really been altered about Hoi An, and I guess that's the big buzz about it, is that it still has a lot of its original structure, you know what I'm saying, to this day. So it's almost like a touristy place that's still historic. And so a lot of people like try to go to Hoi An and give Hoi An all these, oh my God, it's this and that. But when we were there, like, it wasn't that much hype to us, you know, it wasn't really that much hype. We enjoyed the food there, we enjoyed the boats, we enjoyed the lanterns, we enjoyed the beach that wasn't too far from the Hoi An downtown area. But other than that, man, we moved on and we came out to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, where we are right now. And Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia is a huge city life out here with a bunch of skyscrapers everywhere, and it's 3 cultures in one. You know, you have Asians, you have Malay, and you have Arabic people here. And let me not forget, there's a nice big shuffle of Indian people here who speak Tamil. So, Malaysia, man, we paid a lot of money to stay here. This has been the most expensive place to stay, is Malaysia. We stayed in Saduak Green Condominium, and that's where we are right now, Saduak Green Condominium. But we had got an Airbnb here, we had got master bedroom here, and it cost about 300 USD for 1 month to stay in our master bedroom. And you know, we just really enjoyed the city life because there's a few things to do here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Like, we went to the Batu Caves, and Batu Caves has these stairs that you can climb up into the cave. It's 272 stairs that you climb up, but there's like monkeys running around wild everywhere.
I was scared of those monkeys because they were stealing, they was taking women's purses and stuff, trying to. I was scared.
And then after you leave from the Batu Caves area, you can check out Bukit Bintang Plaza. Bukit Bintang Plaza is an area where they have like a bunch of shopping centers for you to shop in, preferably Pavilion Shopping Center, which is the most common one. And then also they have the 9th largest mall in the world, which is Times Square, within walking distance of the Pavilion.
And then the Pavilion reminds you of what I've seen on TV. Again, I've never been to New York, but it reminds me of Times Square.
It does.
In New York. The Pavilion is very nice. And if you have money and you want to experience Gucci, Dolce & Gabbana, things of that nature.
Balenciaga.
Yeah.
all that type of stuff. Burberry, Saint Laurent.
What was that street that we called? They have like Chinatown down there.
Oh yeah, we gotta put y'all up on Jalen Allure. Jalen Allure, man, was a really huge night food market, man, with fruit, seafood, Chinese food.
That's it. It's Chinatown.
No, they had little Vietnamese spots in there too. They had Malay spots in there. It was just a mixture of everything. You know, they had a couple of Indian spots in there, but overall, like she was saying,
the Indian spots was on the outside of the
Jalen Allure. And then, like, once you get into the midst of it, the center of it, it is mostly Chinese food. But we actually went to a Malay restaurant in there with Abdullah, and we had those fruit smoothies, and you still had a Chinese type meal. I think we did like chicken fried rice or something like that, and I did the sauté lamb sticks, but that was a Malay restaurant, and it was good. It was good. We recommend definitely going to Jalen Allure, man, because around in that area, you know, once you get done with your shopping or your souvenir buying, you can go into the Jalen Allure area, man, and you can just get about any type of food you can think of in that area over there. But another thing that we checked out here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, was the Petronas Twin Towers. Now, this is the most biggest icon here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, because they are the biggest towers in the world right now, which is the Petronas Twin Towers. It's a lot of skyscrapers in Malaysia, but those are the two biggest skyscrapers that they have. And they're beautiful, man. We went there and we enjoyed it. And when you walk into the Petronas Towers, there's actually a mall you can shop in. We didn't really stay in there long. If you want to, you can go to the Sky Bridge that connects the two towers, but they charge you to go on the Sky Bridge, and it's pretty expensive. I think they wanted like 80 ringgit per person to go on the Sky Bridge.
Oh, another important thing. How we determine our next destination is we try not to go over $80 US. So we do our research. We really don't even want to go over 70, okay? But it'll make us get to 80 with the taxes and stuff. So we just TripAdvisor over Ayama, like the next destination. Let's see whatever place it's gonna take us and get us there for less than $80.
And you talking about air tickets, airline tickets?
Airline tickets.
No, we actually go lower than that.
Yeah, that's what I said. We don't want to go over.
Yeah,
that.
we usually range per ticket like $67 to like $70 USD for each ticket. But like she said, we don't never try to go over $80 per ticket. And so Vayama.com, like she was saying, has been like the biggest help because Vayama.com gives you 30 kilograms per person for your luggage and your carry-on, you know. And so we had a huge suitcase. We had two big old hiking backpacks, a duffel bag, and we had like two carry-ons. And the 30 kilograms per person for each ticket like covered all that, to the point where we even had some more weight left over.
And then they feed us. Usually the airlines that we get through Vayama.com, they feed us. Do you remember the airlines that we have taken?
Yeah, we took Vietnam Airlines.
That was the bomb.
Yes. Yes. The legroom space for Vietnam Airlines was amazing. You got your own TV, you know, with their preset movies in there for you.
I was so proud of Rashan. I was like, yeah.
That was our best airlines that we've taken since we've been traveling in Southeast Asia. We've also did Milando. Milando was decent, but they fed us on Milando, and then you got your own entertainment. Yeah, very small portion. But the best food that we had was Qatar. Even though it was small portions, it was delicious because they did an actual 4-course meal where they like gave you dinner, dessert, fruit, tea, juice.
So did that Thailand place.
Milando, the line with the lion logo. Yeah. Well, Vietnam Airlines did that too.
Yeah.
They get 4 course. That was yeah. That's what it was. That did the Vietnam Airlines. That's what he was drinking tea.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
But after we left Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, we went to one of Toya's favorites, which was Bali, Indonesia. Now, this was like a place that has been hyped up on YouTube.
Eat straight up, y'all. We did that.
People hype Bali, Indonesia so much, but it lived up to its hype. It really did, man. We really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I didn't really care for it at first. Toya wanted
it. Yeah, she just kept on saying, what is gonna make it so different from any other place? And I'm just like blocking him out, like whatever.
But when we got there, man, we got to experience so much there, man.
We did. I did the big swing. We got to go to the rice fields. That was so beautiful and breathtaking.
Yep. The rice terraces. Yep.
Yes, we did tea and coffee tour. Yep. We rented a motorbike. We went to the monkey sanctuary. That was fun. Those monkeys were nice. They were nice. I don't know what in the hell happened to the monkeys in Malaysia that make them so aggressive like that. They're the same monkeys. And then I don't know.
Oh man, but when we were in the monkey sanctuary, man, we almost seen this one guy who was filming, man. You know he was filming for some type of social media, man. So it's these signs that tell you don't look the monkeys directly in the eyes. Don't stare them in the eyes and don't feed them. And so this guy gets his camera and he's like staring the monkey directly into the eye. And me and Toya and Ameena are about to cross over this bridge. and it's like 6 monkeys on the bridge on each side of the banisters. And so he's got his camera pointing at one side of the banister real close up to the monkey, but he's like staring at it. Monkey just flip out, try to get him, man. He run back a little bit, so we just turned around, mosey on back, like, oh, ain't going that way. But it was a very, very invigorating experience to be in the monkey sanctuary, man, because they had these trees, man. I don't know what they called, but like they just draped down like these like vines everywhere. And it had a lot of like river ravines in it, man. They had a lot of big ponds with a lot of koi fish in it. And it was just beautiful, man. Beautiful place to be with wildlife. And other than that, the food, man.
The food was the bomb.
That nasi campur.
Yeah.
Campur. That's how you say it. Champur.
Yeah.
Nasi campur, man.
Yeah, that's good. Nasi champur is good. Oh, and then we didn't say anything about Malay food. Malay food is good too. The nasi lemak.
Yeah, that's right. Nasi lemak. That's in Malaysia.
Yeah, and the Indian food in Malaysia.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good. We found a restaurant in Malaysia called Qatar. That's where we ate a lot of Indian food. But when we were in Bali, Indonesia, let me tell you about Mama Bali, because her real name is Dylan. Her husband's name is Newman and her son's name is Patu, but we call her Mama Bali. She's known as Mama Bali. Mama Bali has a warung, and a warung is like a small cafe where you can get inexpensive food that is so delicious. And Mama Bali, man, we ate her nasi campur like every single day.
Yeah,
I mean, every single day.
So good. Yeah, make sure you go check out her GoFundMe.
Yeah.
Also, because she needs to get a bigger restaurant. Her food is so doggone delicious. It doesn't make any sense. The diapers, oh yeah, and then let's talk about the diapers. The diapers there, it's like, do they not care for big booty children? Like, the triple XL was like still
sumo diapers.
They would just be stuck in her butt, like she would have a wedgie. Then it only came 18 to a pack, and they were pretty expensive.
Yeah,
they were like 52.
Yeah, 46 to 52. What's that currency there?
Rupiah.
Rupiah, yeah. And so when we were there, it was a more lucrative place to be, almost like Vietnam too, because even though the diapers were expensive for us to buy with just a little bit in the pack, the food was very inexpensive. The motorbike was very inexpensive, and our homestay was very inexpensive. We stayed with Gadi and Nana and their whole family. It was like this unit where Toya actually researched it, and like there's like different quarters to the home that they stay in, and like certain places that you go in that are for certain things, and certain places where they pray for ceremonies. But it was a very interesting experience.
Yeah.
Ameena met her most best friend there in Indonesia.
Govinda.
Govinda.
He would be like, Tamu, hey Tamu, Ameena. Tamu means yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, every day, every morning, he would just be yelling her name. Ooh, we sleep until like 1, 2 o'clock. Sorry, Govinda, we stay up late.
But it was good when we rented the motorbike. Just for one day was only 40 rupiah for one day. So we got it for I think like 2 weeks or a week and a half, and it only cost us 300,000 rupiah, and that was very cheap. Very cheap. We can't remember all the conversions to the money, and I'm sorry, we like forgetting the conversions to the money because there's been so many different conversions throughout all the countries we've been traveling. But if you go to Google and you type in currency converter, you're gonna see a currency converter that say live rates. Click on that, and it'll give you the exact rates that you're looking for to convert, man, right there on the spot. But after Indonesia, while we was in Indonesia, we also met some other dreadlock rosters there, man, at the Jill Art House. And them brothers was so cool, man. Keita, shout out to Keita, man. He a musician, man, guitar player, man. And shout out to the owner. Man, there's some beautiful brothers, man, out there, man, with locks also. That's Indonesian, man.
Yeah.
And
Bali loves reggae.
yeah, they really do. The beach out there in Indonesia was beautiful.
Yeah.
Sanur Beach.
We met Jamila and her mom.
Yeah.
But everybody out there likes reggae music and can't believe that. Oh my gosh, because they like reggae. So we was out there, we was
Jamming. But
then unfortunately we had to come back to Malaysia.
yeah, we came back to Malaysia because our visa ran out in Indonesia. They only give you 1 month visa upon arrival there. It's free, you know what I'm saying? So to make our stays and our visits more lucrative, we go for places that are free visa upon arrival. And so Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia gives you 3 months free visa upon arrival. So
They should, as much as they cost here.
yeah, I know, right? I know. So what would you say out of like all the motorbike experiences, what was your most scariest motorbike experience that you've had in all the countries?
Thailand was scary because we had to go so fast all the time.
I was out.
You know, I drive fast, but in my vehicle, I have never been over 75, 80. But on a motorbike, that speed looks totally different, okay? I was scared. I used to be like, Lord, keep us safe in your place every time we got on that motorbike. Then when we got in Vietnam, I was scared when we got in an accident when the lady hit us. If you could do this all over again, what place would you want to go to first?
Ooh, you know, I really enjoyed Thailand, and I didn't get to do my Muay Thai in Thailand, which I will one day. I will, but I would say I would go to Vietnam first. I would go to Da Nang, Vietnam first. Out of all the places that I've been to, I really enjoyed that a lot, man. I enjoyed the people in the north of Vietnam, which was in the capital, which is Hanoi. I really enjoyed the people in the north. They were very embracing. But I just love the way the name Vietnam feels in the south, so I will go there first. Out of all the countries, what would you say was the best country that stretched our USD the farthest?
Vietnam.
Vietnam, definitely. Yeah, that was good.
So, Mr. Little Plate, what did you learn how to cook that you're gonna definitely be taking back home?
Ooh. Out of all the places that we've been, here in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, I met my bro Abdullah and Ali, and they taught me how to make Saudi, a very famous Saudi dish called makluba.
Ooh, yeah.
And makluba probably is the best thing I learned how to cook.
Yeah, it has lamb, eggplant, potatoes, peppers, onions.
Yo, and you take the dish once you're done with it, and you have to flip it upside down, and you have to pull the pot off almost like a cake. And some people eat it with put a little cold yogurt on the side of it, man. And this is delicious. It's not too spicy. It's not too sweet or anything, man. It just has the right balance to it and taste to it that I've never tasted before. But it's really good. Everybody commonly eats it with lamb. But I've made it with lamb, I made it with chicken. Very delicious dish. Very delicious.
Yeah.
What else? What else?
What place have you went to and they were the nicest to us?
Ooh. Out of all the countries that we've been in, the kindest people to my family have been in Vietnam, man. Vietnam, man, is just taking the cake for like all these places we visit. But don't forget about Indonesia, because them people here, man, are beautiful and loving. But Vietnam has been the kindest to the entire family, man. I would say that. I would say Vietnam has been the kindest to the entire family out of all the places that we've been.
I agree.
Let's see here. I think there's one more question for Toya, but I'm forgetting, y'all. Help me jog my memory, man. Like, what's... Okay, I want to know what's Toya's most favorite thing she's eaten since she's been here. Traveling Southeast Asia. Oh, see? Ooh.
The best thing I've eaten since I've been here is the nasi campur.
Oh, yeah. That nasi campur is good, man.
It comes with so much. It comes with a middle thing of rice. It comes with greens. It comes with shredded chicken, chicken sauté, a piece of chicken breast, and some like little glass noodles, and some coconut shavings, and some peanuts. And
also a boiled egg.
Yeah, and a boiled egg. And I've never eaten peanuts with my food, but since we've been here in Malaysia and Bali, we've been eating peanuts with our food. But in that nasi campur, the peanuts with the food is pretty good.
It's good. It's so good. And then they give you like a spicy sauce to drizzle on it if you want.
And peanut sauce.
And peanut sauce.
Yeah.
Really good. But overall, since we've been traveling in Southeast Asia, man, we've been gone, like we said, for a whole total of 7 months. We thank you guys for your support. We want you guys to keep watching our videos. We want you guys to keep liking, sharing, keep subscribing, man. And we want you to be inspired by our travels as a black family.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, and tell them our secret. What we're gonna do.
Oh! Since a lot of people have been asking us this question, where are you gonna go next after Southeast Asia? This is the big secret. We got to make a connection with the motherland where we're from, man. So guess what we're gonna be going, guys? Africa! We're gonna be going to Ghana, Africa, because we just gotta make a connection with our ancestors and just the spiritual realm of where our whole origin and being comes from, man. So we're gonna end our whole excursion with Africa. We want you guys to stay tuned because this is gonna be a new experience for us, just as well as gonna be a new experience for you guys watching, man. So please stay tuned. Please give me any support and ideas that you have that you come up with. Keep asking questions. We love the questions, y'all. We definitely love the questions, and we definitely love the support, man. And don't forget to subscribe.
Yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe. If you want to help keep us traveling, don't forget to download our Patreon.
That's right.
And also donate to our PayPal, RC Travelers.
Our Cash App.
Yeah, Cash App, RC Travelers.
Yep.
And also, don't forget Mama Bali.
Don't forget Mama Bali in Indonesia because we created a GoFundMe for Mama Bali. Check Mama Bali's GoFundMe out because the reason it was created is because at her Warang, she gets a lot of customers, but she doesn't have enough space to seat them everywhere. So she needs a bigger place to seat her customers. If she has a bigger place to seat her customers, then she can make more money for her family. Because just about every single day she only makes about it's about $10 to $15 in USD money. But in their money, that's 150 to 200 rupiah. So help Mama Bali out by donating to her GoFundMe, even if it's $1, even if it's $2, $3, $4, $5. If you want to donate $100, do that for Mama Bali and her family, man, because she really embraced our family when we were there and helped feed our family just about every day. Our host helped feed us too. Nana and Gadi, they would go and get our food, and then we would pay them the money for going to get our food. But they were wonderful hosts at their homestay for the Airbnb that we rented. And we just want to thank you guys, man. Keep watching, man. Peace.